Hello everybody, welcome to the 14th episode of PROPAINTNITY with me again. Sorry I'm running a little late. Okay, a lot late, but if you know me, you know I'm a lazy fuck and there's nothing you can do about it, so deal with it. Also, I just want to let you all know that Jax the Pirate is up on my Etsy and his Repaint video is Patreon exclusive, so if you want, check him out. Okay, so for this episode, I'll be making Sam Hunt. Also, Sam Hunt.
Where's the album? We want the album. Where is the album? We need the damn album.
I mean, dude, it's been 4 fucking years since Montefello, and sure, you released some singles, but like, I need a whole album and I need it now. Do something! Anyway, I didn't write any script for this video's voiceover because I want to be spontaneous, so without further ado, let's get into it. For the base, I'm using this Batman doll. Also, do you like my new setup? I recently changed it, but I'm still adjusting, so don't judge. Let's just prepare him, like the usual. Here I'm changing the hands of the doll. I think the hands are the main problems of the Dawn of Justice dolls because nobody likes the fists or the hands in general. I'm gonna change them with this action figure hands I bought from eBay. First, I cut off the original hands with an etching tool. Then I give a drop of super glue into the holes. The diameter of the new hands peg is 4mm, so I use 4mm drill bit to make the holes for them. Anyway, man is fucking 6'4", so let's do something about that. I mark about 3cm up from the ankles and cut the legs off with a handsaw. It was actually my first time cutting a doll's part, and the sawdust, annoying, insufferable, obnoxious. Using the bars inside as anchors, I connect them with wire. With hot glue, I fill in the gap and keep everything in place. I actually hate hot glue very much, but I couldn't find any alternative in this case, so yeah. I covered it up with epoxy clay. It's similar to epoxy sculpt. I tried using epoxy sculpt. I even bought 2 pairs, but they were fucking shit. After it's cured and sanded, I airbrush it to match it with the rest of the body. The original doll's height is 30cm. I added 2cm to it. That makes it 32cm. Since it's a 1/6 scale doll, if it was in real life, it would be 192cm. That's more or less 6 foot 4 inches. This is pretty on point. The Asian jumped out. While I'm at it, I also airbrushed the hands because they came in a very weird color. After priming the body with 2 layers of Tamiya Color TS80, I get to blushing. I like to use regular brushes instead of makeup brushes. After the blushing is done, I spray it again with Tamiya Color TS80 and add some body hair with watercolor pencils. I also add some hair to the forearms and on the hands as well. I prime the hands with MSC instead of Tamiya Color TS80. I guess that's all for the body. Using my airbrush, I apply like 3 layers of matte varnish to the whole body. Moving on to the head, like the usual, get rid of the factory paint using pure acetone. The hair isn't quite right, so I trim it a little bit with an X-Acto knife. I use epoxy clay again to sculpt the new hair. I find making light, short strokes using a toothpick makes a very good texture for short hair. After the epoxy clay is cured, I prime it with 3 layers of MSC. Anyway, we're entering wet season here in Indonesia, so I gotta be careful when it comes to spraying the doll. Anyway, I get to blushing. You know the drill. For the first stage, I use this reddish light brown color. I spray the head again with MSC before continuing with a darker brown. I usually only use 2 colors of soft pastels to blush the face. I also start the eyebrows using soft pastels because I'm not that scared of erasing anymore. While I'm at it, I also do the lips. Actually, finishing the lips using soft pastel makes them look very natural, which is something I really like. I give it another coat of Mr. Super Clear before sketching the face with watercolor pencils. Obviously. I like doing the face with watercolor pencils instead of acrylic paint because the color is more diluted. Does it make sense? Here I'm darkening the eyebrows and the eyelids using dark brown watercolor pencil. White and gray pencils for the sclera. When the color won't build up anymore, just give it another spray of MSC and keep building up the color until you lack the... what's that called? The opacity. Until you lack the opacity. Using dark brown pencil, I draw on the hairline and also the facial hair. I color the hair with brown acrylic paint. So here's the finished head. The Batman head sculpt is actually my least favorite head sculpt, but I think it's the best for Sam Hunt, so yeah. Now let's just put the head back to the body. Anyway, here's a little body comparison so y'all can see the height difference. Okay, moving on to the clothes, aka the part I hate the most. Here's the t-shirt pattern I made. Here's the fabric cutout. Here's the actual t-shirt with velcros in the back. I just found out the importance of closure because I never realized how fragile the neck peg is. I recently broke one of mine. So if you're making doll clothes, especially shirts, make some closure. Here's the pattern for the jeans. Here's the fabric cutouts. Look at these back pockets. And the strips for the belt loops I made. Ugh, my mind, it amazes me sometimes. And here's the actual jeans. Gotta say, they look pretty good. I'm surprised my regular sewing machine could pull this through. Although, if you're making doll jeans, I recommend you using chambray material instead of denim because denim is just very thick and it will be bulky when you're sewing it. The pockets and the belt loops are real, by the way. I also use 3 metal snap buttons for closure. Now the shoes. I remember Sam Hunt has these leopard print shoes which I think are fucking hideous but also iconic, so I'm gonna try recreating them. First, I paint these Ken shoes dark brown. Then I add beige spots on the shoes randomly. Then the black borders. I also paint the soles and the shoelaces black before giving them 2 layers of matte varnish. I also bought this 1/6 guitar locally, but I'm gonna add a strap to it because otherwise I wouldn't know how to put this on the doll. First, I drill 2 holes on either side of it. Just like this. Then I bend 2 U-shape out of paper clips. Like this. Slide it into the holes. That's what she said. For the actual strap, you'll need 2 hooks and buckles. You can use jump rings, but in this case, I'm gonna use buckles. And also a strip of anything. First, install one buckle on the strip. It's actually not necessary, it just makes it adjustable. Then you can thread the other two buckles on both ends of the strap and glue them in place. I cut out these other pieces for the hook so the hooks can be glued to the strap. Here's what the finished strap looks like. You can attach it to the guitar. Duh. Okay, now that everything is done, we can put everything together. Samhan is, I would say, my all-time favorite male singer, that's why I made this doll. The doll doesn't even look like him that much because I'm not at that point yet. I hope I will. But hey, at least I finished this one, okay? I see myself improving, but not to the point that I'm satisfied with the result, you know? It still feels like, yeah, I made it, instead of, yeah, I made it. I hope I get better at this and keep stepping up my game. I guess this is it for this one. See you in the next video. Bye.